A lot of thoughts running through someone's head here. The Five of Swords is giving me the energy of someone who replays certain conversations, arguments, shouting matches, whatever it may be. It can be things that are said off the cuff over and over in their head, finding different angles, trying different voices, trying to work it out in a way that they are justified. When you look at this Five of Swords, this person looks very, very smug. They look very much like, well, I've won. Even though one person is crying and the other one has their back to them. And they're actually holding on to three swords here. They're holding on to sadness, pain, loss, you know, lots of emotions, using a lot of emotion rather than their logic. But they still feel like they are the winner. You then have the Knight of Swords, so rushing in. Why am I getting someone who talks to themselves? It could be that somebody who they have an outer monologue. This is something that they may be trying to change. They may be trying to stop this, because the Knight of Pentacles is about patterns as well as long-term investments, and it being in reverse, this is breaking a pattern, breaking a chain or a cycle, and wanting fast results and not really getting them, because the Chariot being in reverse is feeling stuck. It's really feeling stuck where you are. They may be recounting things that were said between themselves and two other people, and I feel like this person's a middleman. I think the person with their back to no, it's not the back. The person over here who's crying is the middleman, and this person here is someone else. And I don't know why that's the reason. I don't know why that's why. I can't get my words out now. This person is tongue-tied. Like all of this is in their head. Like they're all thoughts and no words. Because what I wanted to say is that the middleman is the person who is crying, and the other person that they're trying to communicate with is, I heard, is you. Oh my gosh, is you with your back to them. Now we also have the Seven of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, and we have Justice on the back here. Okay. They're very up in their head. Very up in their mental body. Lower mental body as well. The Page of Swords here is watching, learning, maybe even asking for advice. And when I tapped into this reading, into the collective, the song that came through is like this little interim song that's in Romeo and Juliet, like the old school one from the, I think it's like the late 90s with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Everybody's free to feel good. Brother and sister, together we'll make it through. I don't know all of it. There's a bit where he sings, I know you've been hurting. Na, 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 na. And I just, do you know what it really gave me is that this is somebody who has no faith or feels lost. And I don't know if they're like, why do I feel like this person needs to go to rehab or AA, or they need some sort of mental health help? But I think that where they go, or where they're going to find the most support, is in a church. I'm really getting that. There's something about going into a church. This person may really like music. We have the Seven of Swords coming out though. Okay, so there's something on their mind that seems to be eating them up. And if this is you, if you are the person with your back to them, and wearing yellow is very significant for boundaries, because yellow is to do with the solar plexus. We are looking at the inner child. We're looking at how we say no as a full sentence, how we set really healthy boundaries for ourselves and with other people. And this person carrying those five swords, two are already on the floor. They're carrying pain right now. But there's anger. There's anger and there's bitterness here. And then with the Seven of Swords, we have the same thing. We have confusion. We have the pain over here. And we have sneakiness. We have a lot of sneakiness going on. This person is almost like they want to confess something. Because the Page of Swords is a student, but it's communication. Writing things down, taking notes, passing information on. And you have the Justice in reverse. This person may want to confess something. They're not sleeping right is what I heard. This person is not sleeping right. Can I get one more, please? Thank you. Judgment, up or down? I heard you choose. So this person's getting really negative judgment right now. And I think the reason it said you choose is because there is something about you, what is the word? Not anointing them, but you absolving them of something that they did, something they may have done to you. And then we got Moon. Something they did to you behind your back, something they did to you without you knowing, something they did to kind of like manipulate your emotions as well, because the Moon is about emotions. 4th house, Cancer. The Knight of Swords. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please. The stars coming out. They were very vocal about something here. Very vocal. Or maybe they're being very vocal now. But I don't feel like they're talking to anyone but themselves. This is giving someone who may be going through some sort of psychosis or nervous breakdown. And I am not a doctor. I am not a therapist. I cannot diagnose anyone. This is just what the cards are showing me, because the star is very much about being seen. When I think of the star, I think of stars in the night sky and how absolutely everyone in the world can just look up and see it and see them, you know. There's beauty in this as well. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. It does seem like they want help. You got Strength coming out. You have the Sun. These are way too many, but I'm going to look at all of them. The Strength card coming out here, we're going to put down next to the Knight of Pentacles. This is the 5th house. We're looking at Leo. This person may be using willpower to do something here. They may be going cold turkey. Who is this person? I'm not going to take the rest of those. Who is this person to the collective, please? The Emperor, someone that feels disempowered by you, or someone that disempowered you in the past. They may have stuck you in some sort of energy of, I heard like a feedback loop, like this negative feedback loop. And then there's a feedback loop. You have the World card, something that came to a completion. They're trying to end something here. They're fighting against themselves. They are fighting against themselves. My goodness. Whoever this person is made you feel small or dismissed your light, diminished it, tried to make you almost like mold you to fit in with them, rather than them allowing you just to allow your butterfly wings to open up, stretch and flap. Do you know what I mean? Tell me about the 6 of Swords, please. Tell me more about this person. Who is this person to the collective? Okay, someone who took your money. You allowed it. You allowed it. Why did you allow this? This has got to be past energy. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This person, I don't feel like this is someone from work. I get that this is somebody that may have been a dependent of yours, or somebody that you felt that you were responsible for. We had the High Priestess in reverse coming out, which is giving me the energy of somebody who is either sadistic or somebody who uses like magic, spell work, or not intuition. They're using intention. They're using intention with evil eye, something along those lines, to hurt or harm or deceive. Okay, and we have here the 4 of Cups. They are fully aware that they did certain things to you, either in the past or now, that were, I heard, unholy, things that they weren't deserved. They literally weren't deserved. The 4 of Cups in reverse, and you kind of accepted it at the time. Why did you accept this? Yeah, and look, it's past energy. It is past energy. Maybe you trusted this person. Maybe you thought you could fix them or help them. I heard that's only the start of it, or you've only heard the start of it. Tell me about Judgment, please. 4 of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords in reverse. They're both in reverse. Letting go and surrendering to something here. This person may be letting go and surrendering to what is happening to them, because it feels like a punishment. I think they feel like they're being punished for the way that they treated you. Three of Pentacles, and they were going against you with other people. This is diabolical. Six of Swords here to the Three of Pentacles to the King of Cups. This is a father figure or a mother figure or somebody who has like caregiving responsibilities, who is working or teaming up with somebody that they can't get rid of now, or they can't get rid of their voice or the sound in their head. Because I'm getting somebody who is stumbling. They're stumbling along the road, like someone who's come out of a bar at like 3 a.m. in the morning. You've drank too much and your shoes are hurting you and you're stumbling all over. But it's bright day. It's bright day. It could be midday. It could be 10 o'clock in the morning, and this person is stumbling all over the place, talking to themselves, you know, rehashing things that happened 6 years ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, whenever. People are watching them. They're doing this in public. They're literally doing this in public. They're talking about a Queen of Cups here. Maybe it was their Queen of Cups. Maybe you were their Queen of Cups. Oof. Okay. Where would you like me to go? Let me go over here. Let's have a look. Tell me about this Five of Swords to the Moon. You have got the Eight of Swords coming out here. This person's very, very much trapped in their head. They're very trapped in their head. They're very trapped in their emotions as well. Seven of Swords is coming out. The Nine of Swords is coming out. This person's thinking and overthinking and then thinking again about what they did, how things went wrong, how they could change things. I heard if they had a time capsule, what would they put in there? So it feels like their thoughts are very fragmented, like they're having many thoughts all at one time, all at the same time. So we had the Seven of Swords come out first. There's also an energy of being exposed, something being exposed here. Their deceit being exposed or being seen by everyone, and they are very defensive. But this person is not completely coherent. They're not always making sense when they speak. And I don't know if this is because of substance abuse, alcohol abuse, or just because there's some sort of mental degradation that's happening or degrading. There's something that's going on with their brain. It's like, why do I feel like it's shrinking? And I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anyone here, but it feels like it's either smoothing out, so like their brain is getting smoother, or it's getting smaller. The Nine of Swords is coming through here. It being in reverse, this person, they flit from personality to personality or person to person. It's like they're talking to a lot of different people in their head. And they're kind of going, don't worry about it, we'll be fine. This energy is weird. This person needs help. And like I said at the start, I feel like this person's going to be taken in by someone in a church specifically. It's either a church, a mosque, a temple, a place of worship. Definitely a place of worship. They're going to help them. So this person could be homeless, and they could have like a homeless shelter that's attached to a place of worship, so that this person can get help. And I heard I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done what? Shouldn't have done what? Strength is coming out in reverse. Ten of Swords is coming out as well. And Page of Wands. So they did something in the past that was risky, that was immature, but it got them ahead. But it would have been a bitter ending for somebody else. It would have like been something that weakened either the collective's core, or it did something here that just kind of like sucker punched someone. That's what it feels like. I'm going to place this down over here. Okay. So this person is very, very much stuck, almost like in purgatory. It's like this person is a walking zombie. Strength card in reverse. I'm placing down over here. Okay. Yeah, this person may have lost their job. And not recently. It could be recently, but I'm getting that they've lost their job. And they were looking for ways to what exactly? In the past, they may have been looking at ways to try and fleece money, specifically from the government. And they had somebody that was helping them. But this whole reading is just about them. I don't know where that other person is now. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. Thank you. Four of Cups. Crazy. Four of Cups in the reverse is accepting something, seeing it coming. This is not. This is literally not. They don't want to accept something has happened. So whoever this other person was that they were working with to fleece the government for something in your name. There's something about you, the government, and them, and it's all gone TITS up. And this person's losing their mind, you know. They're losing their mind. They may have already had like a predisposition for mental health issues. And I don't say that with judgment, because it's okay not to be okay as long as you're getting the help that you need. If you've got to take your medication, take your medication. If you need to talk to someone, go and talk to someone. No one is an island. Please don't do it by yourself, because this person's doing it by themselves and they are struggling. They are really, really, really struggling. So I don't know who this is. My heart goes out to them, because I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. The Six of Cups coming out is past energy here. Is past energy. They try to sidestep some sort of karma here. See, I just heard they agreed to it, but they didn't believe it. So let's have a look into what that means. Now we have the Hanged Man coming out in reverse. So this person may be trying to figure out how they can get outside of their own thoughts. But what does it mean? I can't even remember what I just said now. So I channeled it and now it's gone. Something about something, but they didn't believe it. They agreed to it, but they didn't believe it. What didn't they believe? Oh, ooh, hoo, hoo. So we have Temperance coming out. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. Was that up or down? That was down. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is like taking away someone's independence or not having it in the first place. This is codependency as well. It's not being able to do things for yourself. And then you have Temperance here, which is looking at balance. Balance, codependence. That's weird. Can I get one more, please? What were they agreeing to? What were they agreeing to? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this person was doing something with their own energy, their soul, their essence. There's something about the core being, and that came out before. They did something with someone else that was very, very risky. Okay, so whoever they were in a relationship with, whoever they were sleeping with, has left them flipping high and dry. Has left them high and dry. Opportunity is gone. I feel like this person could have like signed their soul away or done some sort of spiritual work, and it's left this person going insane. This person's literally losing their marbles. And I do think that they had a predisposition for this before, but they listened because they didn't believe it. They did not understand what they were doing. Oh my goodness, they did not understand what they were doing. Okay, what were they getting from this? Why would they do this in the first place? Why would they do this in the first place? What do they think they were going to get from it? Seven of Swords, because we've got Seven of Swords coming out twice. This is deceitful. Knight of Cups, the Fool, Justice. They thought they were going to get something here. And I feel like it's pushing towards you again, because this yellow is reminding me again of the yellow over there. This Knight of Cups being in reverse. There was some sort of love game they were playing. Why am I getting Lady Gaga? Love game, wanna play a love game. Okay, let me put this down as well. I wasn't going to sing any more of that because I've just murdered that completely. The Fool here to the Nine of Swords. This person is still, they're like in the land of Delulu thinking that they're going to get with you. I think this aim was to get with you. They've done something here that was either esoteric, witchcraft, spell, whatever you want to call it, with a third party. This third party has left. They've either got what they wanted or it obviously went wrong. And this person here has signed their soul away, or they signed their sanity away. And they didn't think that they would actually lose it because they didn't believe in what they were doing. Justice is here in reverse. Okay, so massive injustice may have been done to you in the past by this person. Massive injustice. And they're feeling the brunt of this now. They're literally feeling the brunt of it. Whoa, okay. Queen of Swords is coming out here. So we've got word magic. A lot of swords are coming out. We've got a lot of swords, and we've got a couple of coins, a couple of cups. So this is mainly to do with thought patterns, thought recognition, how this person's able to communicate. They've definitely done something that was supposed to get into your mind. They may have tried to do mind magic, because I feel that this person may have tried to do a love spell before and it rebounded, or it didn't work properly. So they wanted to go like one further. But I don't think they actually believed in this stuff. I don't think they believed in this stuff. They were just like, oh, this is, you know, woo-woo, whatever people call it. I've got the Hermit coming out here. Who's quietly keeping this to themselves? They spoke to someone at their job or at your job, because the Virgo is the 6th house. It looks at work routine. They looked at someone's work, or they were looking online at someone's work who did stuff like this, who disempowered people. You have the King of Pentacles, and it went flipping wrong. That's why they are where they are now. This is why they're disempowered like they are now. Shocking. Okay, any advice that we need for the collective? You have new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up for you. I think there was a lot of arguing about this with whoever it was that they were working with, because they wanted to be part of it with you. You have some sort of Midas touch. Tell me more about this, please. Yeah, this person is, I think they're adamant that you guys are getting married. It says you are on the right path regarding some part of your life. So they feel like, I think there may have been a conversation between someone in the collective and an ex. At some point, there may have been a like, oh, I'll wait for you. And I know that timeline has gone. It's turned to dust and it's blown away, you know, back into the air. But this person's holding on to that, like that's the timeline you're both on. Doing something risky, taking a chance is coming through. Whoa. You also have here handshake, meeting a stranger could be important. So this person's obviously being taken in. They're being taken in by someone in a church in need of help, assistance, or guidance is coming through. And light-hearted, carefree time is coming through as well. So while they've got all of this going on, it seems like your life is on the up and up for a reason. This person can't energy harvest from you anymore. And I've just done a reading talking about this person being like, or someone very similar to them, being like an energy vampire of some sort. You do have dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair coming through. You also have work, achievement, and success coming through for you. Okay, this person's losing it. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. It's upside down. Yeah, this person's... Wow. Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So if this person does come towards you, I feel like this could happen. I mean, this is one of the paths that could definitely happen for someone here in the collective that's listening, where this person tries to reach out. Please be aware that this person's mental health is very, very fragile. And I'm not saying, oh, you have to be like, poor baby, and hug them and take care of them. I'm not saying that. I don't know what your experience is like with your ex. What I'm saying, though, is to kind of tread carefully, because we started with the 5 of Swords. We also have the Knight of Swords in here. This person, I'm not saying this person is dangerous in any way, shape or form, but there's a need for caution here, because there's the energy, and this came out in my last reading, the energy of being like an animal backed up into a corner. That animal becomes more dangerous when they feel frightened. So there is a need for a lot of caution and a lot of distance from this person, if possible. You've got happiness coming out as well. Anything else we need to know, please, and thank you. Thank you. Now you've got here celebration, fun, and enjoyment. I think this person does drink a lot. You've got discord amongst friends or family, and it's upside down though. I have a feeling that their family or the friends around them have kind of moved away from this person, because there's only so many times that you can help someone up when they fall down, and then they've got to stand on their own 2 feet, right? And I don't feel like this person is able to. Can I get one more? Now, I cannot even remember if I actually introduced myself, and this is the end of the reading. So my name is Bronwyn. This is Bronwyn's Cove Tarot 111. If you are new to this channel, welcome in. It's really good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, I love you guys. I am going to ring a bell really quickly, even though it's the end of the reading and I usually do it at the start. This is just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, and in 1. I think I completely and utterly forgot to do that. Let me have a look over here. We have feeling tied down and frustrated, waiting for news, package or letter coming through as well. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that gave you the confirmation and clarity that you needed and that you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated, as I said, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content and when I post. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.